Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the high-end anesthesia workstation, that is Allied Medical Jupiter Plus anesthesia workstation. So this is a 3-gas anesthesia configuration machine. It has a breathing module which is a single canister breathing module, and we have 2 selector tech blocks for mounting the vaporizers of different drugs. We have the inputs for giving the inputs of gases like oxygen, nitrous oxide and air. So we have a central pipeline system at the back side of the machine, and we are giving 2 yokes, one for oxygen mounting the cylinders and one for the nitrous oxide for mounting the nitrous oxide cylinders. So these both yokes are the Benedix yokes. So coming on to the rear side of the machines, we are having, as I mentioned, that we are having the separate pipeline connectors for oxygen, nitrous oxide and air, and one yoke we are giving for oxygen and one for nitrous oxide. And at the same time, at the back side we are giving 2 auxiliary outlets for connecting any of the devices like monitor. So we have a dedicated on-off switch for that, and these are the power sockets. So this is for connecting the mains power cord to the machine. So this gives the AC power to the machine, and this port is used for taking out the exhaust gases. So this works as an AGSS port. So either you can connect the passive system or the active system with this connector. So coming on the front side of the machine, we have the flow meters. These are the 5 tube rotameters we are giving. So 2 tubes are for oxygen, nitrous oxide, 2 for oxygen and 1 for air. So you can set the required flow which is given to the patient with the help of knobs over here. So these knobs are color coded, as well as these are having the touch coding facility available. So this is as per ISO standard. Then we have this vaporizer connecting facility which is a selector tech bar. So we can mount 2 vaporizers at the time, and these vaporizers can be easily unmounted as it is a selector tech type of a fitting. Now we have the gauges. These are the gauges. These are color coded. So each gauge dedicates or indicates the pressure of the input gases. So this gauge is blue in color. That means it is showing the pressure of the cylinder connected at the cylinder yoke. So this is a blue color coded gauge which is for the pipeline system. So this is for the pipeline system of the air. This is for connecting this will be showing the pressure of the oxygen per pipeline system, and this is for the oxygen cylinder which is connected at the yoke at the back side. So at the front itself we are giving the changeover switch, which is to take the output of the anesthesia gases. Either you can take it from the open circuit or you can take it from the closed circuit. So as soon as you put it on the open circuit, ACGO will get activated, and as soon as you put it back to the closed circuit system, the gases will start flowing to the breathing module over here. Talking about the storage of the machine, we have the 2 spacious drawers available, one with the locking facility. So these are the spacious drawers where you can keep all the accessories or the drugs or whatever is related to the anesthesia in the operation theatre. Then on the closed circuit side, we have this bag mount arm, which is where you can connect the breathing bag for the manual ventilation. This is the back to vent switch for making the ventilator turn off or starting the manual ventilation. And as soon as you move it to the ventilator port, the automatic ventilation will start and the ventilator will get activated. Same kind of a lever is there we have given on the left side, that is absorber on and absorber off. Absorber on means this canister is in the circuit, and if you want to change the soda line during the surgery, you can just turn it off. You can bypass the circuit absorber, the canisters, and you can change the soda line during the ongoing surgery. So these are the 2 ports. One is the inspiration port, this is the expiration port. Here the patient circuit will be connected, and when you are doing the manual ventilation, this is the APL valve which we are giving, that is the airway pressure limiting valve, and we are giving the manometer also to show the airway pressure of the patient which is achieved during the surgery. And at the same time, for the automatic ventilation, these are the bellow systems which are there. So as soon as the automatic ventilation is activated, these bellows will start moving up and down. So the technology which we are using in the bellows is the Ascendic bellows technology. On the right side of the machine, we are giving the auxiliary flow meters. So auxiliary flow meters, here you can set the flow of oxygen which can be given to the patient. The fresh oxygen can be given to the patient with the help of venti mask. Even if the machine is turned off, this will be activated and the oxygen flow will be given to the patient even if the machine is turned off. Now coming on to the ventilator part. So So for turning on the ventilator, you have to use this button on the right side. You have to turn on the ventilator with this. So the self-diagnosis takes place, and if any of the errors or any of the circuitry malfunction is there, or any of the gases malfunction is there, it will be showing over here itself. Otherwise, if it doesn't show anything, that means all the system is in place and the vent machine is ready to be used on the patient. So this is the first step, that you have to do the compliance and leak test. So for compliance and leak test, these are the instructions that you have to follow. You have to connect up the anesthesia system as per the user manual, and you have to occlude the Y-piece of the patient circuit, and then you have to start the test. Make sure that the bellows are filled properly, fully, and all the flow knobs are in the off position. And if you don't want to do the test and you want to start the machine for the emergency purpose, you can bypass this test with the help of this button, this option over here. So straight away you will get the user interface. Herein you can select the patient type between adult and pediatric. So I am selecting an adult patient over here. So from here you will be getting the user interface. So this is the user interface. So on the left side and on the top side you are getting all the monitored parameters, and these are the bottom side. The parameters which are shown, those are the settable parameters. So we have the display of date as well as time also in this, and this is showing the indication that if the machine is on battery use or the AC power has been connected. And also it will be showing you the type of patient which has been selected in the starting. So this is a touch screen which is having a 7 inches of screen size, so you can use the touch screen as well as you can use the knob from here. So both the options are available. So we have given the 4 buttons on the ventilator portion, that is the menu button, this is the alarm silence key, and this is for cancelling any of the settings, and this is for making the ventilator on the standby mode. So as soon as you press the menu button, you get all the options of ventilation modes. You get the waveforms option, you get the selection option, patient, adult, pediatric, O2 calibration, that will be done by the service engineer, then PEEP calibration, service menu, and logs. So we have 100 logs available in this, wherein it will be showing you all the alarms which have come up in the past or whatever settings you have done. And talking about the modes of ventilation, we have around 7 modes of ventilation available in this. So one is the volume control ventilation, the pressure control ventilation, the volume SIMB, pressure SIMB with pressure support. Then pressure support ventilation separately is also available. We have assist control volume ventilation available, and assist control pressure is also available. So in this machines we have the monitoring of the dynamic compliance on the top, and if you are giving any of the inspiratory pause, you get the plateau pressure, that is the alveolar pressure you will be getting, and whatever IE ratio you are setting, that is also getting measured in this. So these are the top 3 parameters which are getting measured on the screen. So this is the condition when the machine is running. So we will be getting 2 waveforms. One is the flow versus time, and the second waveform is for the pressure versus time. And if you want to see the spirometry loops, that option is also available. So in the waveforms you have to go and select the loops on facility, then you will get 2 loops. One is the volume versus pressure and the other one is the pressure versus flow. So when the machine is running, you will be able to select only 3 options. One is the ventilator mode, the second option is the waveform, and the third is the logs. So rest of the options are deactivated. So going for selecting those options which are deactivated, you have to first move it to the standby mode. So now all the options which are there in the menu, those will get activated, and this O2 calibration and PEEP calibration will be done by the service engineers. All these 3 options will be available for the service team.